Hey everybody, welcome back to Meatycraft. I love me some Meatycraft. It's funny, did you hear the bird chirp as soon as I started? It's like the peacefulness. This is a I've been doing a little bit of work here. Just I was rendering some videos the other day and I'm like, I'm gonna get in here and just make it easier to get across. So I cleared out some of the dirt and stuff here to join this water and the water here and the water there. So I just basically cleared out that section and I laid down some wood and some fencing so I don't fall in. Been working on these magical crops to try and get some of the essence stuff going, some of this stuff here. And what I'm working toward now is I'm going to eventually need gold essence and obsidian essence. So I'm working on that. I've grown the regular essence crop pretty decent size now. I mean, it needs to be about quadruple that size, but it's gotten to a pretty good point. So, I was just thinking before I started, once in a while with Meatycraft, I just I jump in and play and kind of whatever comes to mind. But I was thinking, it's like one thing that really was on my mind lately. I was thinking about it. What's up, buddy? What's up, Mr. Aspid? How you doing? These guys must spawn in this area. The I don't know if you call it the internet age or whatever, but you can see this is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7.5 rows here of essence. Oh, mature. You're mature, are you? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Oh, there's another one. So you can't. I was trying to right click on these. Hopefully they would work like the Pam's Harvest stuff, but they don't. So you have to left click on them to pop them out. That one's almost ready. But I was thinking about like when I was younger, I watched a lot of TV, right? I watched a lot of TV as a kid, and not necessarily as a kid, but before, like, a lot of you guys probably grew up and the internet was normal. Like when I say internet, I'm talking about YouTube and Twitch and all the stuff where you can watch videos and check things out. Google searching for information. I used to watch a lot of television myself, and obviously now I don't watch any TV. If you guys know, let's see, hold on. All right, while we're talking about this, let me see. What do we need next? Why do I have 2 of these? I need to make more of these stones. Actually, I need to make enough. See, I've got essence dust, which we need to end up making weak essence out of that. So we can do that now. And I put the Tinker's crafting station out here, much easier because you can access the chest next to it. Was it like this? Yeah. So the funny thing was that, I don't know, some of you may follow me enough to know that I've been having some work done on the house. Like we redid the floors and stuff, the wood floors, and then so I've had everything basically like move from room to room, stack it all in one room, because you got to completely clear out the rooms to I'm gonna let that stuff grow a little bit to get everything, access to the floors, obviously. And so you got to take out, like I have a TV in my room. I have DirecTV. I use DirecTV for television, and then I use Time Warner cable for internet. I don't know, it just seems to work for me. But the funny thing was that not the funny thing, but the thing was I have a television in my room. I have a television in the living room, and the one I mostly watched was the television in the living room. And once I took it out, the only thing I really watched television-wise was I would let the DVR record stuff, and I would watch it later on, like maybe when I had time or whatever, when I wasn't doing something else, maybe just kind of hanging out and, I don't know, hanging out and eating dinner or something for the TV. And the shows that I like that I had recorded was like I would record. See, I need to make a level right there. I think I'm gonna make a staircase on the edge here, 3 wide. I would watch Criminal Minds. And what else? What else would I record? I like Law and Order, Criminal Intent. I know they're pretty good shows, I think. Whoa. I need to get seeds. That's why I'm breaking these things out. I need not the biomes with plenty ones because they end up giving me chili peppers and tomato seeds and stuff like that. But I do need seeds for some of my recipes coming up. All right, so we got stairs up to here. We want to get up to this spot up here somehow. Let's see. I think this level, probably to right here. Maybe I should do this. Oops. That's going to end up looking ugly. I'm going to have to fix that one. All right. So, let's see. Law and Order, Criminal Intent, Criminal Minds. I kind of like that. That's the FBI, BAU thing where they hunt serial killers and stuff. That stuff interested me. And then a lot of times like History Channel, stuff like that when they came out with cool shows like Combat Rescue and some of the real life interesting things. Like those things are crazy. Like you think like what people do out there. Like the one thing was it on History or National Geographic, one of those where it was like Inside Combat Rescue. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was like the Air Force PJs. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they're like para-rescue guys. They're special forces, but their main job is to go fly into hot zones and stuff and rescue, people that have been injured in battle. And it's like crazy. It's crazy because, I mean, imagine that. It's like, people going in, after they've been pulled out of the hot zone. But these guys, it's like active. They're landing in active zones just to rescue these guys. I mean, that's their thing, Their part of the special forces is that they've got the cojones to go in there and to save people. And this was all real. They like took the camera crews into Afghanistan with on the actual helicopters, and they had like different cameras mounted around the helicopters. And, it was like, for mature audiences because they were showing like the actual injuries and stuff. It was crazy. And it really, some people like, what do you call it? Like glorify the military and like war, stuff like that. Like our video games that we play, sometimes, I don't know if glorified is the right word, but it doesn't put it into true perspective. Like, like, oh yeah, that'd be so cool, to do this, that, and shoot this, and, have these guns. But when you look at the reality of it, man, it's a nightmare. It is like a living nightmare. It's crazy. Look at some of the movies like that you see, some of the really like well made or good or based on actual events. Have you guys seen what was that movie? What was it called? Lone Survivor. Lone Survivor with what's his name? Oh my gosh, you guys know who I'm talking about. Wahlberg and Mark Wahlberg, and it was based on a true story, right? Based on a true story of a SEAL team and that's the thing about like special forces. Everybody thinks, oh, the special forces, these guys, no one can touch them. They're crazy. They're so good. They are. They're all of the above. But the problem is that usually a lot of times the missions they go in as like 4 guys or 6 guys, something like that. They're not going in to start a battle. They're going in for like reconnaissance and stuff like that, going into to recon an area to see what's going on. And if they run into trouble, it's like there's 4 of them. And that's how like this Lone Survivor show is. There's 4 of them, and they're supposed to go recon a thing. And once they identify that, the bad guys are there or whatever, they call in the group, right? They call in the group of people at that point. And it's like, if they don't get to that point and they don't get to call in the group, there's trouble. There's mad trouble, right? And that's what happened with these guys. And that's a perfect example of maybe again, I don't know if glorifying is the right word, but the mystique behind things, like, oh, special forces, that'd be so cool. Well, in that movie, it didn't end up being cool. The real life version of it was not that cool, man. These guys, well, I don't know if it's out on DVD and everything. It's been out in the movie, so I don't think I'm going to be spoiling anything by saying something. But I mean, these 4 guys ran into the bad guys, and they were outnumbered huge, and it was pretty horrific what happened. Obviously the movie is called Lone Survivor, which means one person survived and everybody else died. And that's just crazy, right? It's crazy, but I don't know how I got off on that. But the thing about it is that that's why I like the shows that are more realistic. Because it doesn't put the glorification in it. It shows that, hey, not every battle goes your way, whether you're special forces or whatever. It's crazy. And you sometimes lose sight of that when you're maybe playing video games and stuff, because, in here, it's not real life. It's not real. I don't know. I don't know where that came from, but it kind of hits home. I have that Lone Survivor on Blu-ray, and I just watched it again the other night. I was kind of chilling, and I watched it, and it's like, man, those always get to you, Real life, this is funny. I'll tell you, I like telling you guys things that maybe you wouldn't imagine that other people do the same things as you, or I don't know, but I get choked up. What, you big tough guy or whatever you want to call it. I'm not a wimp or anything, but it doesn't mean you're a wimp. I watch that stuff, and not that I relate, because I haven't been in the military. I don't know what that's about, but as a human being, you relate to that stuff. And when this stuff goes down, and the music comes in, and you just imagine if that was you or your friends or something, and it's like, man, it really gets to you. And that's a good show when it can get to you a little bit. And if it doesn't get to you, or if you're saying, what a wimp, then you're lying to yourself. And if things don't get to you, then you need to check yourself, because that's real human emotion. That's real stuff right there. You should get affected by these things, And if you do, that means, one, that you're human, that you have a good heart. You have, I don't know. It's it's kind of weird, but I don't know. I love those shows, though. That if it gets to you, that it's a good show, or you've really seen the realistic aspect of what's going on. All right, so what I'm trying to do here is lay out, an area to put some stuff up here. I want to put something big in there. I haven't figured out where I want to put my house. That's just my utility shed. That's what I used to call it, utility shed. Because I'm building right now. We've got the possibility of a mine being down there, and there was another one. I think it's right over there. But I don't think they go that deep. I think they go down to 40, so I would still have to do some digging. But there is a underground mine down there. But see, this will be a cool little area. Build a structure right here. You always, when you do it naturally like this up against the hillside, it's hard to keep it uniform. Like if you want it to be 3 wide, right? Like when you get in here, it's kind of a pain in the butt. I mean, I guess you could break out these, but is this 3 wide over here? Yeah. This is 3 wide, then it goes 3, 3. See, then I go to 4 here. Should actually go out more, or this one went out too much maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But back to what I was saying, it's like I rarely watch television at all. I never really liked television. I always liked movies, right? I liked movies. And the television shows that I watch are more kind of like a movie, I guess. I don't know. Sitcoms and everything are cool, but I never really got into the half an hour sitcom type things like Friends and all that kind of stuff. I never really got into those things. I always like action movies. I love action movies, obviously, but I do like action drama. And that's kind of like Lone Survivor, for example, that we were just talking about, is a good example of an action drama. It's not just action. You've got, the drama aspect of it, which, I don't know, I really like that. I think it's cool. I think it's cool, man. I do like my war films. I'm going to put this like this. I do like my war films. I have an extensive collection of DVDs just because, like, there's some classics that you want to have. I know Netflix is a big thing. Funny thing is, as much as a movie buff as I've always been, I've never had Netflix. I know it's real easy to do and all that stuff. I should probably extend this. I've never had Netflix. I don't know why. I don't really buy DVDs anymore. I used to buy DVDs only the shows that were going to be what I consider classics, like Tommy Boy, Dumb and Dumber, Apocalypse Now, Full Metal Jacket, things like that. Those are classics. Those are the kind of movies that you can watch over and over again over time, and it's like they never get old because they're classics, right? Let's while we're here, let's do some watering. See if we can get some of these things to grow. Now, I wonder if this is like area. See how it's like touching more than one? I wonder if it's area of effect. I guess we could watch it. Or is it like just the one you're pointing at? Like, all right, there's 4 here, right? 43, 0, 14, and 4. All right, so if I do it like this, I want to see if it's an area of... That one's growing, the one that I have highlighted for sure. Okay, the one next to it's growing. I want to see. Oh, yeah, it is. It's area of effect. That's good. So I thought maybe it was just the one you were pointing at. I was hoping it wasn't that because area of effect is better, meaning it's covering like 4x4 right now, like a 4x4 area. It's even helping the ones out to the left there. Those 3 are growing as well. It's like super exciting Minecraft with Meatius. We're watering plants. Dude, you know what this is going to do, guys? What this stuff is, we're working toward the Essence Sword and the Essence Armor. Now, I didn't see the bow. Look, here's the tools. We've got the hoe, shovel, hatchet, pickaxe, and sword. I don't see the bow in this one. I don't think it's in here, which is weird. I thought it was part of the mod, but I don't see it. I even typed in bow, and I didn't see it, so I do not know if it's in here. It may not be in here. Watering my plants. So do you guys... I would imagine that most of you guys that watch probably don't watch a lot of television either. It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of like the home phone. I haven't used my home phone in, I don't know, 10 years. You use your mobile phone, right? When your friends call you on your mobile phone, family calls. But you know why? The main thing that is, it's these stupid telemarketers. Even though there's like a no-call list and all that stuff from years ago, they still call. So I have one, I think. Yeah, I have one. But I don't even have ringers turned on. I would never answer it. Anyone who wants to talk to me and that I want to talk to is going to call me on my mobile anyway. It's another weird thing, like how things have changed. It just, for me, that's one of them. Television and the home phone. Like, the use is the home phone. Like when you're filling out stuff and buying stuff, you know, what's the best way to get a hold of you? Well, my mobile phone, I guess. It's like the normal thing now. I imagine eventually they could tie it in together. I mean, I don't know why you'd have to, but you could theoretically not have one at all, I guess. But I think there's... get out of here. There's some things that you would want to have it for. I'm not sure why. Because even the rates and stuff, like most of the things are like unlimited calling to other mobile devices. And, if you're grandfathered in with a really good package, like a lot of stuff is grandfathered in. Meaning, if you don't know what grandfathered in, it means if you've had something before things change, like a good example is like a gun law, right? So if you have, like I had an M16 before they banned assault rifles in California. I had one. So I get to keep it. That's being grandfathered in. I have it before. So they don't take it away from you, but you can't buy any after that point. So I'm grandfathered in. That's what that term means. I don't know if a lot of people use it, but it's used in business and industry for things like that. Like maybe you have a facility that you do something there, and all of a sudden the state changes the law saying, well, we're not going to give out any more permits for facilities like this. But you get to keep your facility because you're grandfathered in. You've had it before we changed the law, so you're grandfathered in. That's where I got the terminology from, like things like that. Well, it looks like we got almost a full field here. Because I want to get some of this going. So all this stuff going to be mature. This thing's pretty cool. If I ever play, like when I'm not recording, this is the stuff I do. I mean, I know it might not be the most like entertaining thing for you guys to watch. That's why with Meatycraft, we talk a lot, whether we're telling stories, just real life stuff, or just stuff that has no meaning at all. We talk a lot in Meatycraft. It is more talking really than necessarily doing other stuff, even though we're going to be building. We're going to have to be going on some adventures pretty soon. We need to open up some of the area around here because we haven't, everything else, if you look, everything else was up here. We were opening up all this stuff way up here. Look at all the deaths right there. Yeah. All the deaths. Oh, we could go to these and collect. That's what we should do. Eventually we'll probably go to these and go through them. Maybe go through one of these dungeons and see what we got going there. If we're looking to get a bunch of stuff, that would be a good place to go. I think there's a lot of food in there. There's a lot of armors probably. There's a fair amount of stuff in there. All right, let's just pick these things up. So yeah, I don't know. I was saying, I imagine that most of you probably watch. Hey, why is that? Do you not need it tilled to plant it? Yeah, you do. What was with that? That's weird. Why is that one like that? Why are you trying to be like different than everybody else, man? Come on, give me some extra seeds. I got to be careful not to break the ones that aren't mature, because that'll end up like losing seeds for you. If you're not careful, you could end up losing seeds. I did that already. I lost one seed because, like, when you hit what? See, I was aiming at this, but I actually hit the one behind it. That's why you just got to be careful with it. But like I said, I imagine that most of you guys probably, if you look at a percentage of television versus like internet, YouTube, stuff like that, I imagine the percentage is a lot higher. Now, here's the thing that it's like. So back then, people would say, oh, you're lazy. All you do is watch television, right? And I don't think that television has a lot of... It may have entertainment value. Oh, wow, we got a lot of seeds that time. It has sprout. It has good entertainment value, but like learning, instructional value, I don't know. Not a lot. But some YouTube things, most YouTube things in general are pretty entertaining. I mean, that's the idea behind them. But there are some and people don't, I only have 3 more. People don't think about this, but if you think about Minecraft, for example, I think Minecraft is a perfect example. Not Meatycraft. I mean, yeah, Meatycraft, but not all the time. You don't always learn things from this, but Meatycraft is a good way, like, for connection to relate to certain things, right? But Minecraft in general can teach you. You can learn from Minecraft. It's a game. It's a video game. You're a little character that looks like this. You don't think that you could actually learn from Minecraft real life lessons? Let's take the most obvious one, redstone. Redstone. I know electrical engineers that could not, would have a hard time initially figuring out redstone, complex redstone in Minecraft. It's real. The gates, the linkages, the distances, the timings, all of that stuff. That's real life stuff. I'm telling you guys, I know. I do electronics and automation IRL. I know. I'm telling you guys that it's real stuff. I can relate stuff from work to... Why is there not a seed there? Stuff from work to Minecraft. And I think that's pretty cool. But it just goes to show you that you can actually... Let's just get these guys kickstarted here a little bit. It just goes to show you that you can actually learn from this probably a lot more. Unless you watch, like I said, a lot of history, National Geographic, stuff like that. And that stuff isn't... Oh, those are regular... Oh, that's a regular seed. What an idiot. What am I doing? I need my regular seeds for something. Don't do that, Meaty. Don't do that again. All right, let's put this stuff away. Okay. I love the History Channel. I love watching a lot of stuff on history, like maybe before I go to bed. Like I have the TV on when you're trying to go to bed or something, and usually it's history because I don't want to get like all crazy, like all what do you call it? Like I don't want to watch some show that's going to get you all riled up or something before you're trying to go to bed. So History Channel is pretty cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and I'm going to stop. Usually, if I'm on a roll talking about something, I'll continue on, just kind of split the videos up. But for this one, I'm going to go eat some lunch. Some lunche. So I will see you guys next episode. Thanks for being here, you guys. I'll see you next time.